Hey, welcome to Wolf's Watch. Do you really delegate? I mean, really, really delegate? Do you give the authority, the responsibility, the accountability to a person for a project, for a task, and then trust them to do it? See, trust can be a key. I was listening to an executive that's responsible for a team of several thousand people who was telling a story about how this executive had wanted to learn something that was new that was being done in their organization, had delegated the project to someone though. But because this executive wanted to learn, sat in on all the meetings, looked at the documents and what was going on. Guess what? Project leader felt that they had not actually been delegated, that they weren't being trusted, and that this executive was micromanaging the whole process, the whole project, even though that person was responsible for doing all the work and for leading it. A major leadership error, not clearly communicating why that executive was involved. I've made I had an executive delegate a project to me many moons ago that then rewrote everything I did, came into meetings and redid the agenda, redid the budget, redid everything. Well, we were doing sales presentations, and a sales presentation we worked on for a month, rewrote everything for the sales presentation the day before we were to give it to a group of high potential clients, and it was very challenging to work in that environment, to have that kind of micromanagement, that kind of lack of trust. See, and that's something that was eye opening for me in that situation. One of my takeaways from that was, do I really trust people when I delegate to them so that I can go, here you are, here's everything you need, here's when we're going to check in. If you need something, I'm here for you. And then to stand with it and let them do it and not get involved. Because you know what? I find that a big challenge. Even today, I have to be mindful of that. It's like when someone is responsible, when I delegate the leadership for something to someone, do I give them freely everything that they need, which includes the authority, accountability, and responsibility for doing that, and then let them do it and support them in that, and trust above all else that they get that done. If you asked your direct reports, your staff, your direct team at your company, if you really truly delegate, what would they say? Would they hem haw around? Would there be that pause? Because I tell you what, it's like a marriage proposal. There's only two answers. There's either yes, anything else is no. If it's a pause, if it is a can I think about it? That's a no. So the same thing with you're asking your team, does does your delegation really feel like delegation to them? If they hesitate, there's something you need to dig into there and learn about. This is a hard earned lesson for me, and it is really, it's kind of hard to take. But as a leader, I know you can do that because you're a high performer. You're a leader that is constantly increasing your mastery as a leader, which is a very different role from everything else you've been required to do to build your business, right? And that trust, that feedback, that being able to swallow and hear what they've got to say and accept it and look at what can be done with it, right? That is the mark of a true leader. And some humility needs to go along with it. And that's where we get that sort of humility, right? I don't know about you, but it's been ground into me over the years. Any level of humility that I may actually have, I won't claim it. I'll let you be the judge, and I'll let my teams be the judge on that. But any amount that I have, and it's been ground into me by life, because that was not part of my personality when I was younger, and it was just starting my career. How about you? I want to hear more about what's going on with your career. What your thoughts are on this, on delegation. Do you have a follow-up conversation about this, about how to keep from destroying your team, which is not going to be tonight at 9:25, by the way. We're going to fix that, but that'll be coming up soon. So, but I want to hear, in your comments, drop a comment. If you relate to this, drop a relate in the comments. If you have additional lessons learned, love to share that. Share that with other leaders like yourself. That's who's following this, who's following Wolf's Watch, who's reading the comments. And we follow the comments, and so that we can respond back and put new content out related to that as well. So thanks for being part of the Wolf's Watch. Thanks for being part of the conversation. I appreciate you. Hope you notice what's left of the sunset over the Pacific here in the background. I was watching some rainstorms, and man, it's a beautiful night. I hope the same for you. I'll see you on the trail.